Greetings. This is your welcome video for, well, it's either for BA 211, which I'm teaching this summer, and also Accounting 501. So I'm just going over the syllabus for BA 211, but you'll notice if you follow along and you're in Accounting 501 that it's very similar. The only real difference is for undergrads, BA 211 runs half the semester, BA 212 runs the other half of the semester. So you're covering, excuse me, the same material that we cover in Accounting 501, but as an undergrad you're covering it in 2 classes, and as a graduate student you're covering it in 1 class. But you will see that for both undergrad and graduates, the syllabus is basically identical, with the exception that this describes 1 class that lasts the whole summer as 501, and 211 describes 1 class that makes up half of the summer, and then most of you will continue on and take 212 the other half of the summer, and so we'll basically be covering the same amount of material in both classes. So follow along with me. All the policies are the same for both classes. We'll be doing basically, the same chapters each week, same assignments, same type of quizzes and exams. So follow along with me on the syllabus, and hopefully I can clear up anything that you may have questions about. So just the basic information, credits, what the class is on the syllabus at this point, my name, my office, which if you're going up the stairs in the HHH building, and you go up the stairs to where the dean's offices are and go back towards the auditorium and as far back and to the right as you can. That's where my office is. I will be around most of the summer, so if you need to see me in person, just set up an appointment and we can meet. This is my office number. I very rarely, if ever, use that, so if you really need to get a hold of me, either send me an email or call or text on my cell phone during those times, preferably. You can read the course description and purpose on your own. It's basically to give you a basic understanding of accounting to the point where you're at least conversant with the main principles that cover financial accounting. Those are the course objectives. Required text is the same, obviously, for both 501 and 211, and it will be the same for 212 as well. It's Holmgren's Accounting 10th edition. There is an 11th edition. I'm not sure if it's out yet, but I'm working out of the 10th edition myself, so please don't spend the extra money to get the newest edition if it is out already. You will need the My Accounting Lab access, so if you choose to get your book through some other source other than having it bundled together with My Accounting Lab, so if you rent it or buy it used somewhere on eBay or half.com or whatever, make sure that you are also buying My Accounting Lab access. Something real quick you might note, I have set up the My Accounting Labs. There's one for each class, one for 501, one for 211. The one for 211, if you get on there and look, you'll see that it's got assignments scheduled out for the duration of the summer, and the reason I did it that way is so that you don't have to buy access twice if you're taking 211 and 212. So if you're just taking 211, obviously we will not cover assignments that go beyond the dates that this class ends, but if you are taking 211 and 212, you'll just have to buy access one time to the My Accounting Lab and should be able to use it for both semesters, or both sessions, I should say. This is the mandatory disability statement. Read that. If you have any questions, generally any type of accommodations anyone might need, I can do without you having to go get official documentation or whatever. Just let me know. I'm pretty flexible. Obviously, as an online class, attendance is not really going to be taken. We will look at participation, and I'll explain a little bit later on what you need to do to get your participation points, but it does make up a lot of your grade, so it is important, although it doesn't take up that much time. Please don't cheat. You should know by now in this stage of your academic career what is considered cheating and what is not. Basically, do your own work unless you've specifically gotten permission to work with someone else. If you have not, then I expect all of the work that is done to be worked out and done by you. This means don't try to look up answers on the internet. Don't post stuff on the internet asking for help. The only person that has authorization at this point to help you is me, and I will try to help you to the best of my ability. Professionalism, just treat this as you would a professional job. So everything you do in this class should be done with a concept of professionalism. This is the grading scale, pretty standard. It's best that you understand at this point in the class, I am not out to get you. I'm not out to have you do poorly in my class. I hope everyone gets an A in the class. I can't just give you points, but I will do my best to help you achieve whatever grade it is that you're trying to achieve. So if you're on the borderline and I can round up, I will. But obviously I can't just hand you points. Okay, this is probably the most important part of the syllabus right here, breakdown and weight of assessments. So participation, like I said, counts for 20% of your grade. The My Accounting Lab weekly assignments, which once you follow the directions that are posted on the course instructions in Blackboard to set up My Accounting Lab, you should see due dates and everything on there. Make a note that My Accounting Lab weekly assignments, it does tell me how long you spend on the assignment. These are basically, you get 100% or 0% for each assignment. So if it looks to me like you participated and did your best, I'm not really concerned with what you got as far as how many you got right or not. I just want to make sure that you participated and tried your best. So if you did, then you will get 100% on each of these My Accounting Lab assignments. You will have a quiz each week. Oh, that's a typo in the syllabus, so I'm glad I just carried this over. But since this is summer session, here it says, except for the first week, midterm week, and finals week, that's during a normal session. We will actually have quizzes each week in this class, including midterm week, including finals week. So you'll have a quiz each week. The midterm for the undergrads will be for the first class to 11 will be after your third week, and then final will be during your last week. For the graduate students, the midterm will be after your 6th week, and the final will be at again on the last week. So we will usually cover 2 chapters each week. You will have everything that's due for the week will be due Sunday night at 11:59 p.m. So today is the official first day of class. It's Thursday, May 21st, and today is the official first day. However, since the assignments are geared so that you basically start on Monday morning and finish Sunday night, we're going to say officially that this Monday morning is the first day of class. So I will try to make sure that all of this week's material is up today so you can get a head start on that. But you will not have anything due until Sunday, May 31st at 11:59 p.m. Most weeks you will have your My Accounting Lab homework, a quiz, and a participation survey. And basically, you'll see this is pretty self-explanatory. But basically, each week I will post on Blackboard a little assignment, and it will just say 3 questions you need to answer, and you can either type it in right there, or you can attach a Word document or whatever, PDF that has the answers on it. But basically, I'm going to ask you, what was the hardest concept that you learned this week? What was the easiest concept that you learned this week? And what suggestions do you have for any way that I can improve this class and help you learn better, given the constraints that obviously this is a distance learning class, and whatever constraints come with that issue. So as long as you fill that out, there's no required length. As long as you answer both or all 3 questions, you will get 100% for participation each week. And like I said, that will be under assignments in Blackboard. You'll have, each week's assignments will be in the assignment folder, and it will have your quiz, participation survey on the weeks that we have an exam. Your exam will be posted in there, and then you will just have to submit it through Blackboard. So My Accounting Lab assignments are the only thing that will not be on Blackboard, and it also does not, don't pay attention to the grade in My Accounting Lab, because like I said, it's just basically either 0% or 100%, and I will likely not be transferring that grade over into the Blackboard gradebook all that often. So maybe 2 or 3 times for undergrads during the course, and maybe 4 to 5 times for graduate students during the course. I will periodically update the gradebook in Blackboard with all of your My Accounting Lab work. So don't freak out if it's not in there, week to week. If you have a question on whether you got credit for something, obviously feel free to ask me. The midterm and final, like everything in the class, will be open book, open notes, as long as you're doing your own work. Let's see, what else did I not cover? So yeah, basically each week look under Blackboard, assignments, and whatever chapters we're on for that week. And that will show you what to do for that week. If you're not sure which chapters we're on, they're listed out in My Accounting Lab. So, and it shows the Sunday that each of those 2 chapter sets are due, and obviously those are the chapters that we're covering for that week. Read over the syllabus. Again, if you have any questions, as soon as I post all of this week's content, I will send you an email that says, hey, first week and probably second week's content is up on Blackboard. At that point, go take a look at it. Make sure you understand what I want for each of the deliverables. And like I said, each week, the deliverables are basically, for a normal week, will consist of My Accounting Lab homework, participation survey, and quiz, each due by Sunday night at 11:59 at the end of the week. On exam weeks, you'll have those 3 items as well as the exam to do for each of those weeks. The midterm exam will cover from the beginning of class up until the week that the midterm is given in. So everything you learn from the beginning of the class up to and including the material we cover the week of the midterm will all be included on the midterm. So you want to save that for the last thing that you do that week. And then the final will not be comprehensive. It will just be everything that we start learning after the week of the midterm all the way up until and including the stuff we learned the last week of finals week. Okay, so last thing I want to say is, it is summer, so these classes are, basically more or less double and maybe slightly more than double the speed of a normal semester class. So you should expect that you are going to have to spend a significant amount of time on this. When you're doing the homeworks, don't spend more than an hour on the homework. If you get to an hour and you still have not finished the homework, just call it a day at that point, unless you want to go on and you just have that much time. I don't expect you to spend more time than that. So spend at the most an hour doing the homework. It's going to take you a long time to read. I will have lectures for each chapter posted each week, so I want you to watch those as well. And just let me know if you have any questions.